So our topic for our wisdom talk with Kira today is scuba diving. So Kira, we are an application where you can download our app on Google Play Store, Huawei App Gallery, as well as Apple App Store. So download our app and then get whatever courses you want from there. Very easy. So today we are going to talk about scuba diving, and we have our speaker here from Debluecorner. So let's welcome Brent. Brent, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Okay, so my name is Brent. Okay, Brent Bautista, and I'm one of PADI scuba diving instructor here at the Bluecorner Dive Center. Okay, so I've been teaching for almost 5 years already until now. Okay, and I've been starting my diving since 2009. Yeah, 2009 is I start my diving already. But starting teaching to become a professional start on 2012, where I start my dive master course. After that, I become a IDC staff instructor right now. Okay, and about the Bluecorner, okay, we are one of a PADI 5-star dive center that located here in Kuala Lumpur, which we are the one of the PADI 5-star dive center, and we are providing courses, PADI courses from beginner level up to professional level as well. Okay, and not only we providing a course, okay, the Bluecorner also doing some trips, okay, for the student and divers, and we also doing the servicing equipment for the scuba diving, and we also one of the retail shop of scuba diving here in Kuala Lumpur. And this the Bluecorner already operates, I think, for almost 5 years right now. Before that, it was open in Mid Valley, but with a different name of a company. But after that, my friend is already moved on. Okay, then he opened the Debluecorner by himself here in Desa Sri Hartam. So that's a little bit about the Bluecorner dive center that you want to know.
Wow, that's so long already with such long history. Must be so experienced, but you know, like yeah, just don't kind of, because you keep saying PADI. So you know what is really PADI, and then like scuba diving and PADI. You know, PADI, I actually think of the PADI, the rice we eat, but what is it actually? Yeah.
PADI is a PADI Association diving instructor. Okay, it's one of a diving agency around the world. Actually, they have a lot, but PADI is I can say PADI is one of the biggest in terms of their marketings and everything. Okay, so that's why in terms of scuba diving, if you go everywhere, also PADI is really well known for certification for scuba diving. And if for the license, most of the dive agency we are providing what was this we call a international license. So you no need to be like whether your license valid in other country. You don't need to worry about that, because your license will be valid to any country as long there's no the place is no what we call a war zone. So that place you cannot go. But other than place, then you can go. You can go visit for dive. Yeah.
Wow, so it's actually international certification. So which means I get the license from PADI, I can go anywhere. And the Bluecorner is actually a 5-star dive center by PADI, which means that must be very good. Quality must be very high. I'm pretty sure, you know, like it's really difficult to get the award, right?
Yes, because when our dive center is already recognized as a PADI 5-star dive center, so we as an instructor, we have to follow the standard. Okay, we have to follow the guide teaching that already prepared by the PADI. So we have to follow step by step. How do we conduct the courses? Okay, and we gotta make sure that everything must go well and smooth before we certify someone to become a scuba diver. Yeah, because diving, yes, it is a fun activity. It's an adventure activity. However, you need to know that scuba diving also have a risk. Okay, so scuba diving have a risk. So adventure will not be happen if there's no risk. So what we need to do is we just need someone to guide us, like the instructor, okay, so that we can teach you how to prevent all the accident, okay, how we introduce you the old dangerous thing that you should not do when you go for scuba diving. So this is very important when you want to become a scuba diver. So actually, it's not that different with the driving when you go for a driving license, because you need to know, okay, all the consequences that you will get when you drive without your license. Maybe you will get a ticket from a police traffic, okay? You might bang someone people's car. So if you don't know, you don't follow the theory, you don't follow the practical, then something bad will gonna happen to you. Same things with the scuba diving also. So scuba diving is almost the same like. You just need to attend the courses, you make sure you understand all the skills, okay? And then you can do all the skills by yourself. After that, we will give you a license straight from a Debluecorner, a 5-star dive center card. But nowadays, unfortunately, there's no card anymore. But PADI already come out with the apps, so you will get your license in e-card. So all e-card will be in the one app, so which is more convenient compared to before one.
So which means like if you're saying like driving, we have to have a driving license everywhere we go. So means if I want to go elsewhere to dive, I need to bring that also with me, or just the app? How?
Yes, last time you need to bring your license together with you. Otherwise, the dive center will not allow you to go for a dive. However, after the pandemic hit us, okay, the COVID-19, so our PADI agency already come out one solution, okay, that they will not issue anymore the physical card, but they will give you a e-card. So all you have to do, you just download the PADI apps in your phone, and your license will pop out in your PADI app. Which means last time, if you want to use the apps, you have to pay with PADI. But nowadays, you don't need to pay with PADI anymore. But if you want the physical card, then you need to pay the physical card if you want to end up. Yeah.
So now it's the other way around.
Actually, it's quite good where people can use the apps, because last time when I was working in Ireland, okay, we always have a problem where the students or the diver cannot show us their license. So we ask them not go for a dive because you are not bringing your license. So that is a big problem, because they say they forget to bring their license, they forget at the house, okay? But believe me, your phone you will never forget, right? So you always carry your phone, then it's a safe game where you can keep all your license in your phone. Right? So that's why PADI come out with that apps where people can use the apps and then just show the license on your phone. Then it will be not a big issue anymore for the dive center to let the diver go for that.
Okay, so like you were saying, like also, you know, there is risk, but I understand that driving also come with some risk, but you know, everybody is doing it, so I feel a little bit safer. You know, like scuba diving, people say deep blue sea is really deep. I don't know, maybe like, you know, there's shark inside, or, you know, I don't know. I watched the movie Jaws and it's like scary. So, I mean, is it really difficult to get that license, and how, you know, I don't know. I think it's really scary, but do you think it's really, I mean, of course you don't think, but is it really that scary?
Okay, good questions, all right? So, okay, doing the scuba diving course is not that scary at all. Okay, don't get brainwashed by all the Jaws movies you watch in cinema or in your house. Okay, because that is totally different at all. Okay, so shark is a friendly to diver. Okay, so we love shark. Shark love us also. Okay, so diving is not that difficult course for you to learn, because it's really easy. Okay, and the only thing is that you need to give a challenge is if you are scared with something. I mean, like maybe you have phobia with water. Okay, maybe you have a drown history before, like me. Okay, to be honest, when I'm doing my open water course, it's not that easy like other people talk. Okay, because I have a drown experience, I think almost 2 times when I still small. So when I see the water is very deep, so I will be scared every day. Okay? However, when I do my first license, okay, I do with my uncle in Lahadatu. Okay, so it's quite fun actually. Yeah, because my uncle advised me that this is the best activity where you can challenge yourself. Okay, you need to face off what you fear in your life. So what I fear is the drowning thing. So thank God I passed the exam. Okay, I passed all the skills and I enjoyed the scuba diving. So believe me, when after you do all the skills, then you will think that diving is not that hard actually. It's really easy. For the first time, yes. It's the same thing when you first time drive the car. Everything first you will feel nervous. Am I right? You're gonna feel like, oh, am I gonna bang the car? Okay, am I gonna bang someone who walk on the cross side? Right? So everything plays in your mind. Is it like psychology for yourself? So same thing with diving also. When I dive, I feel like, am I drowning? Am I gonna bite by the shark? Okay, so everything is playing in my mind. So after that, my uncle said to me that you have to be like calm. Okay, you have to relax when you want to do this course. So everything will be run smooth if you just like calm. Even though you don't know how to swim, it's much more easier for the instructor to teach because diving is not the swimming. We want to sink. So as long you're easy to sing, then it's okay for me. So when you sing, then we will teach you how to dive under the water. So basically, in the shallow water, okay, the instructor also will not straight away bring you to the deep area. We're gonna start at the shallow water. So from the shallow water, you will experience like how to breathe from the regulator. Okay, so when you're already confident in the shallow water, then the instructor slowly bring you like maybe 12 meters to experience and explore the underwater world. After that, only the instructor will bring you deeper than 12. For your first license, you cannot be more than 18 meters. So as long as you can see the sunlight can get through the water, then it's still considered shallow water. So 18 meters, I think for beginner, okay, you want to experience, you want to explore a little bit about the scuba diving, then the open water course, it will be more convincing for you to do first to experience what is scuba diving, what skills you need to learn. So everything will be learned in the first level, which is the open water course. Yeah.
Shallow, 18 meters is shallow. Like average person, human being is only like less than 2 meters. So definitely we can't stand, right? Can we still actually
About like two to three stories buildings lah. Yeah, for the 18 meters. So actually it's not that deep also. Okay. And like me also, I don't like the deep part when I do my open water. But after I experience, I see like a lot of things under the water make you calm. For example, like the turtle, okay, Nemo, okay, all these things that you see in like cartoon in your Disney or whatsoever, you can find it under the water. So when you see that, then you will start like you will be out focused. You never think about any dangerous things that will gonna happen to you because you are enjoying with something. If you not enjoy, then your mind will think differently or you will think negatively. You're gonna think like, oh, diving is very dangerous or whatsoever. Okay, in my life, when I go for a dive, I want to see something that they say is scariest under the water. For example, like sharks. So I've been encounter a few types of sharks, but they're all really friendly. Right? I swim next to the shark. I never been bitten also. See? No scar in my body also. Okay. So which means whatever I saw in that video is already brainwashed me. Okay. And it's really not helping me at all, like watching the jaws and everything. Because when I see someone also diving outside of the cage, okay, just want to dive with the great white. So it's one of the good experience. Actually, that one is one of my bucket list also, but we still cannot go other country for travel right now. So stop for a while. My bucket list will be stopped just for a moment.
We actually have an audience that asks, are you sure sharks are friendly?
Yeah, sharks is really friendly. Okay, for instance, see, this is one of the sharks also. This one taken by my friends. Okay, this one in Maldives. So this is a whale shark, one of the friendliest sharks around the world. Okay, he was a friendly shark. They never eat human. Okay, they never bite human. Okay, they only eat the smallest things living ocean, which is plankton. So that is their food. Okay, so as long you know what they eat, then you will be out of the danger zone. It's just like shark is just like a canine. Okay, it's just like a pit bull. It's like the Rottweiler dog. Okay, when they sit, okay, when they sit there, if you not disturb them, you don't show like intensive, like want to disturb them, then they will not go and chase you. Am I right? If you just walk, the dog will not chase you. Same goes with the shark. Shark can sense your what are the things that you want to do, especially when you're scared or you want to run. Then the shark will gonna chase you. Okay, our previous trip was Maldives. Okay, it's in deep south where the divers dive with the tiger shark. So tiger shark is people can say the second aggressive among shark. Okay, after the bull shark. Great white is number 3, right? Great white is number 3. So number 1 is bull shark. Second one is the tiger shark. So tiger shark is the rank number 2. But divers still go and dive with the tiger shark. Why? Right? So when they come up also, they feel, they don't have that scary feeling. They have like excited feeling. They just like, can we go again in this dive site? So that is what they told to the dive leader. So that is the best experience or moment where you can dive with the tiger shark. Not only that in Maldives, but you can dive in, I think in what they call this island, the closest with near to Australia. Okay, they have one island, I forgot already the island. So over there, there's a lot of tiger shark, but people still go for that. Yes, in Australia, famous with the bull shark, but still people want to go for a dive. Yeah, because they know, as long you know the what we call the habitat of the sharks, you know their behavior, what kind of food they're eating, okay, how to prevent them to get close to you. Then as long you know how to prevent, then everything will be fine. When you go some places to go for a dive, you not just straight away jump into the water. When you go to another dive center, they will gonna give you a briefing. So briefing is very important in scuba diving. You just need to listen what is the dive master or the instructor doing the briefing. Okay, listen carefully because they will tell you and explain to you what do you need to do during this dive. Okay, when you encounter this shark, what you should do. So they will explain everything step by step. Yeah, because they also don't want any accident happen during the dive. Yeah, so if you follow their briefing, okay, and then everything will be run smooth. So nothing will be need to be scared.
Wow, I didn't know that. Like shark is so big and they eat the tiniest thing. It's like wow. Okay.
I got experience also when I do in my college. Okay, because I study one of the Asian Tourism International College in Kota Kinabalu. Okay, the only college that providing diploma in diving. Diploma in diving and resort management. So after I already almost graduated, okay, I follow one of this lecturer when they doing the new intake. Okay, so when I'm sitting there, just preparing myself to explain to the student, the moment they enter, following with their parents will say, "Oh, diving is dangerous. Later shark bite you. Go other courses." So I think their parents already been brainwashed by the Jaws movie. So in my experience also, like, oh, I don't think diving is scary at all. Yeah, I think driving is more scariest because driving you always get accident.
Oh, really? So which means that actually diving, if you do it correctly, it's lesser chance of accident compared to driving?
Yes, correct. If you look statistic of accident, right, in yearly, okay, annual statistic for accident, car accident is more often happen compared to scuba diving.
Oh, I see. So, wow. So actually, which means like you say just now, if we do things correctly, we get someone to guide us, we actually learn properly, and all this could be avoided. And it's not just like the movie, like always watch the movie, even there's no shark and you just fall from the boat and then you can't reach the bottom and that's problem. And yeah, and that's really, I think the scary part. So actually, it's not true that someone needs to be really strong swimmer, like maybe Olympic swimmer to be.
Yeah, so you don't need to be like Olympic swimmer to join these courses. Even though you have a zero ability for in swimming, okay, we still, as an instructor, we still can like give you some introduction of swimming, like how to do the kicking, so that easy for you to paddle when you under the water. So the moment you can get that feeling, I will tell you, you will automatically know how to swim. Yes, like me, I don't know how to swim when I do my open water. I really, really don't know how to swim at all. I have zero ability of swimming. Okay. So what I did is when I keep swimming underwater, right? Then it will convince yourself to do other things. For example, like snorkeling. So snorkeling, you don't need to enter the water. Okay. But when you know the feeling of kicking under the water, then there is not much different when you swim on the surface. So automatically, from zero ability to become a swimmer, you can know the basic. After that, you know how to swim. Okay. In scuba diving, we swimming just want to survive, not to become a swimmer Olympic or whatsoever. Okay. As long as you know how to swim. Okay. The reason why I say survive is because sometimes we want to help people on the surface. So scuba diving, one of the activity that can help you to learn actually how to swim. You can get that feeling. After that, you apply when you're on the surface. Just go for snorkeling, then you will get that feeling. After that, you will be a good swimmer. I tell you straight away because I also did just like that. I never go and find someone swimming instructor, and teach me how to swim because I do it by myself. I just learn under the water. After that, I go back to the surface and then learn to do swimming during snorkeling. Then it helps me a lot. So I don't think so. You need to go find someone else to become a professional swimmer to go and just want to become a swimmer. You don't need to be. You don't need to find someone instructor to teach you to become a professional swimmer. Unless you want to go for professional swimmer, then you can choose one of the swimmer instructor to teach you. But if you want just to be like, just have fun for swimming, just want to get the basic, just want to know how to swim on when you're on the surface, then I think scuba diving can help you. Yeah. If it can help me, then it can help to other people.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true. We have another question coming. How does the Open Sea certification go about?
Pardon? Come again?
How does the Open Sea certification go about? I think he's asking how do you get certified as a scuba diver?
Oh, how do certified? Okay, so all right. So if you want to get a certified of scuba diving, it's not that hard actually. It's very easy. All you have to do, you just go through the class session first. They have a few stage. For the first license is open water. You just need to go to the theory part first, and then you have to pass the quiz and exam. Now the exam is not that difficult. It's not that hard. Okay, because the book, okay, which is the open water book, okay, it meant to be for the 10 years old kid. Okay, so if the 10 years old kids can do easily and pass the exam, then I don't think for the adult have a problem with that, right? I don't think for adult have an issue for doing that exam because the kids can pass it. A lot of people say, oh, maybe I'm stupid than the kids. Though. But actually, it's really easy. 100% can pass. All I can say in the Bluecorner, you can be 100% pass in your theory. Yeah. During this course, I can say 99% student will pass. I didn't say 100%. I just say 99% student will pass. The 1% is in your hand, the student hand. You want to pass it or not only. If you want to pass, then you give the 1%, you will pass 100%. Okay? That 1% is the one that you hold, whether you want to pass or not. Okay? So after your class, you will go to the full session. Yeah? You're going to do the confined water session. So the confined water session, this is where you're going to do all the skills, basic skills of scuba diving. Right? You're going to do 20 skills. Okay? You have to fish up with your instructor. So after you do the confined water, we're going to go to the open sea, which we call open water dive. So the open water dive is like your JPJ, test JPJ, right? After you test your JPJ, then you get your driving license. Am I right? So same thing. We're going to go to the open sea. So this time, whatever skills that you already learned during your confined water, we're going to bring it into the open water, and you have to demonstrate to the instructor that you're able to do the skill. So what is the instructor do in the open water? Is basically, we just give you the hand signal, what skill we want you to do. But during your confined water, the instructor will demonstrate very slow. Okay, we will demonstrate really slow how to do all the skills. For example, like mask skills. Okay, so for example, like the mask skills, we will learn, okay, how to clear the water out from your mask. Okay, so we will teach very slow. After that, we give chance to the student to do. So when the student do, and we will, once we're happy with the skills that you do, we'll just want to shake hand, which means we know you are confident already, and we know that you can do it when you do in the open water. So after your open water dive, then you are certified as a scuba diving diver. So open water diver lah, your first license. That will be your first license, your first level.
So if we get the license, after that, what do we do? I mean, yeah, so we get the license, after that we can go anywhere, or because I feel like sometimes it's difficult. Maybe I just learned that I'm not confident, then how?
Okay, so if after you already get your license, okay, the best thing is you make yourself maintain to go for diving activity, which means I don't want you get your license, then you stop. After 5 years, 6 years, then you want to go for a dive. Definitely, you will be out of shape already. You're gonna be like out of tune of your dive. You don't know how to breathe. You don't know how to when the regulator is out from your mouth, what you should do. You will forget everything. So to me, if you maintain diving activity, like maybe after you're certified, okay, maintain like after 2 months, then you go for another dive, then another 2 months, you go for another dive, then you keep maintain your diving activity. It will make your skills sharp, even sharp, okay? But if you stop, then you're gonna QA yourself again, whether you're like, am I confident in the water? If you're not confident, then you no need to worry. Because after you get your license, within 6 months, if you not do any activity of the diving, the dive center will ask you to do a refresher course. So the refresher course, they will provide one instructor, okay, or dive master, okay, to teach you back and to refresh you back all this, some of the skills that you need to do before you go for your actual dive. So it's more like tune up your dive again. So they will gonna tune up your buoyancy, okay, and tune up your breathing technique, okay, like how to use all the equipment. So basically, they will gonna intro you back to your refresher course. So after you do the refresher course, then you can go for your actual dive again. So it's not a big issue actually.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we have another question. Like, now where still can go for diving? I think this person is trying to say that it's pandemic. We are under MCO. I mean, like we have to take notes. So are we still able to learn how
Okay.
to?
So able to learn, yes. Able to dive trip, we still have to wait for the government to uh, allow us to go for a dive trip. But in terms of learning, yes, we still provide the learning. So let's say they say now pandemic, can we do the courses? Yes, we can start with the theory first. Important thing, you finish it up your theory first. So once the government issue says that okay, the pool activity is allowed, then we can slowly do the pool session. We can start already the pool session. After that, when the government say okay, interstate travel is allowed, then only we go to the island. So basically, we just postpone the date until further notice from the government. Yeah. But for the theory, definitely we can start. It's either we can come here to our shop to do the class, or we can do via Zoom or LARC. That normally I use the LARC app. Yeah, it's almost same like the Zoom, but more convenient to teach the student.
Okay, so but the thing is, after taking the theory class, we have to postpone for physical class. But I think, since the pandemic started, it was March 2020, and now we are in June 2021. It's been 1 year plus. So which means like if I have taken it early last year, I need to postpone until now. Also, I've never gone for a trip, so would I forget?
Okay. So for those student, you mean for the student or for the diver?
For the students, so you don't need to go for full session, but because I don't think
Okay.
that's allowed, right? Have you been diving last year?
So what I do is we bring them back to the pool one time before we go to the island, just to refresh them. Yeah. So basically we will update with the student. Okay. We will say whether they want to do a refresher course. If they don't want to do in the pool, it's fine. Once we get to the island, we're gonna do their first dive as a refresher. Yeah, at the shore. So from the shore there, we're gonna do refresh back, and then we're gonna do a few dives to continue the course. Also can be doing in the island, no problem.
What I mean is means since March 2020, you have never been to the island until now. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So you have never have a trip bringing students to island since last year for 1 year plus.
Yeah, but after they do the pool session, let's say they do the pool session early, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So once they done the pool, then suddenly lockdown until now. Okay. Once the lockdown is lifted, then we will call the student to do a refresher again one more time to the pool session. So we just refresh first before we go to the actual open water dive. Yeah.
Which means actually they did go to the pool. It's just that maybe because not interstate, then we cannot. So, but actually the pool session was still done. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, I see. So actually, it's not that they learn and then they don't have a physical class. Like they actually do have it. It's just that just a few weeks now you stop it for a while. Like that's it, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so since like you're saying theory can be done through online, which means I suppose it's actually better because we have time going to the class, then you can digest a little bit more, got more time to understand. Is that better than going like 1 day on the island?
Okay, well, it depends. Okay, sometimes people are waiting time to do courses in island. Some people prefer to learn here in city. Okay, so they have a pro and contra with these two. Okay, so let me share about island first because I based in island before. Okay, so what you need to know when you do the course in island, number one is cheap. Yes, it's totally cheap. Okay, the courses is really cheap when you do in island, but you have this contra because you have to finish it up within the time you stay in island. I give you example: 4 days, 3 nights. Okay, 4 days, 3 nights. you just imagine you check in already half day, okay? So another half day you have to finish it up all your theory session. Next day we're gonna do your confined water and also maybe one of your open water dive. The third day you're gonna do 3 open water dive. Then the last day you're gonna check out. When you do the course in Ireland, you have to make sure yourself is already fully prepared to do all these things. Because I tell you, it's gonna be tired, okay? There's no time for you to relax, say, oh, I want to get training on the beach. There's no such thing, okay? You will be less, okay? You will be less time with your family or your loved ones or whatsoever you bring to the island, definitely less. You're gonna do night class in the island as well, okay? When I do that, I have to call the student after dinner, come and finish it up your classes. So you will be fully tired, okay? And then you will not feel enjoy. And if you have a problem with the skills, you have to understand the instructor have the right says, come again next time. So when you come again next time, you're gonna spend again 4 days, 3 nights. You have to pay again your room, okay, your accommodation, your trips, okay? You're gonna rent again all the equipment. So it's gonna make you pay double. It's cheap, but it's gonna make you cost more if you create a problem. So that is Ireland. I've been teaching there, I've been there, okay, and I already experienced a lot. Even I'm an instructor there, I feel tired, have to call the student come to do the classroom also, I feel tired, okay? When I see the student tired, I also tired, okay? Because the student cannot focus, I also like, I don't know how to do again with you. So I just say, maybe you need to come again next time. So that is the best option only I can say. All right, so if you have the feeling like, oh, I'm scared to do this, okay, then the instructor will say, okay, come again next time. When you're ready, then you come again. All right, so you're gonna pay you double. Now, how about in city? So city, okay, this is the best part, okay. Number one, yes, it's a little bit expensive compared to the island, okay, but in terms of time, okay, here in Debluecorner, we follow your schedule. Is it that great? We follow your schedule. If you are working, okay, we can follow up your schedule. Again, we just, let's say weekdays you are not free because you are working. You're only free during weekend. Yes, we can do during weekend, no problem. Okay, you cannot attend the class. Can we do via Zoom? Yes, we can. Okay, if let's say you stay in Klang, you cannot come here to Desa Sri Hatamas because too many roadblocks. Okay, never mind. We can do via Zoom, okay, via LAR, okay, through online we can do. Now even better, PADI have a e-learning, okay, where you gonna receive a code from us. Then we will ask you to download the code. Then you just go through the video, then the knowledge review and exam by yourself with PADI. So isn't that great? So we have a lot of solution. Okay, for the theory part, we can start anytime. Just tell us when you're free, we can arrange for you. Okay, so after you do your class, then we're gonna discuss where and when you're gonna do your pool session. So normally the pool session we can do one early because you have 2 times for the pool session. So we can do one earlier. Then the other one is usually we do 1 week before your dive trip. Yes, 1 week before your dive trip. The reason why, so that you will never forget all this. So even though you're doing last year your first pool, you have another chance for your pool 1 week before your day trip. So definitely the student will never forget, because once we get in the pool, I just recall back what you learned on your previous pool. If you forget, the instructor have time to teach you. Now, the best thing is, if you're still not ready, you don't need to spend first for your dive trip. Okay, you don't need to spend first for your dive trip. You just go through with the instructor in city. Says, I think after the second pool, I'm still not confident. Can we do the third pool? and we can arrange. So which means we follow your limitation also. If you say you still scared, you still not confident, we still can do another one more time for your pool session. You want to do 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times in the pool, no problem. You just pay the rental fee for the pool on. For the equipment, yes, the instructor can give you for free to use. But for the pool only, after the third pool, you have to pay by yourself the pool session. It's just like about 30 to 40 ringgit for the pool session. Okay, it's not that expensive compared to the island. Yeah, island, the instructor have the right to scold you. Okay, you say, oh, you cannot do, come again next time, because the instructor already stressed. Okay, but here we don't have stress. We follow your schedule. Okay, so that one is very convenient for city people to do lah. Okay, for student also, they cannot do weekdays because they have to study. They can do weekend, no problem also. So this is the best thing when you study here in KL. Slightly expensive compared to the island, but you have more time to tune yourself before you go for a trip. So when you go for the trip, you don't have any problem with your skills. You will easily pass. And then one more thing is when you finish it up your pool session here in KL, when you go to the island, you say you want to tanning on the beach. Yes, you have time. That's the best thing, because once we go there, after like your third dive, you are free and easy. So you can do whatever you want in the island. You want to tanning, you want to go for snorkeling, you want to spend time with your loved ones. It's all can be arranged. Yeah. So that's the best thing. Huh?
Yeah, that's very nice. You know, like I think I would at least got time a little bit to be more ready. You know, sometimes I think maybe I'm slower than, you know, other people are very good. Like, yeah, so not Olympic swimmer. So yeah, and I think like you go to an island, you sure want to spend some time on the beach. Yeah, I think that's really, really nice. Yeah, so we have another question from the audience. How much does it cost? Yeah.
Okay, how much does it cost? Okay, so I give you example price that we already do the selling here. Huh? So in island, 1,000. Okay, mostly in island they selling about 1,300 or 1,400, including the dive. But here in city base, mostly we selling 1,300 to 1,400 also, but haven't include the dive. Okay, haven't include the dive because we are not sure which island you want to go, because different dive resort, okay, dive operator, they have a different charges for their dive. So that's why we cannot put it fixed. We just put 1,003. After that, you need to top up the accommodation. So usually the accommodation, including your diving package already. So we always book for the dive package for you. And so that's why I say slightly pricey compared to island. Island, you pay the accommodation and you pay the cost, but the cost, the diving is already included in your courses. But for the city, okay, you have to pay the courses and you have to pay the dive and the accommodation. So the difference is the diving on, but it only costs you about like 200 to 300 plus for the diving on.
I see. So I think it's total maybe around 1,500, 600, something like that for the full course.
Something like that. For the full cost, not including accommodation.
Yeah, only for the course, not inclusive of accommodation.
Okay, for accommodation only if you top up with the dive, because some I just give the what's this, the range, maybe around 1,516 something like that. Yeah, can reach 1,500 to 1,700 lah, depending on which resort we are staying, which island we go.
So usually, which island do you bring divers?
Okay, so Debluecorner, we have a few islands that we go for certificate. Okay, number one, the really famous we go is the Redang. Okay, we have Redang. Okay, and we have also Tioman, and we do have Tenggol also. So this 3 island is the nearest one for us to go to do the courses. So, but sometimes when we go, when we have a big trip like Cipadan, Layang-Layang, okay, we also can bring the student over there if they have budget to join the trip. So during the trip, you can finish up your courses as well.
I thought Layang-Layang Cipadan, you know, like it's very famous. So you have to be a real diver, like, you know, certified to go. No, you can go and take a course over there directly.
Do the courses over there?
Yeah, can you? Because I don't know, because I thought it's only for certified. They look very famous.
For the courses, yeah, you can direct go over there to do the courses, no problem. Yeah, you can do the courses over there, but same thing, like I mentioned just now, timing is not there, okay? You don't have enough time, okay? You have to bear that if the instructors call you sometimes, okay? And you don't complain saying that you are tired, okay? You just make sure, that's why I say, when you go to the island to do the courses, then you have to fully prepare yourself that you want to do the courses. Otherwise, you will have a problem. Because when I'm in the island, okay, I have a student that bringing a girlfriend. This is real story happened. I'm just sharing, bringing a girlfriend. However, the boyfriend is diving with different group. Also have girl in the group. So the girlfriend, like, you know, not so shocked to see the boyfriend, yeah, diving with Amoya. Okay, so so the girlfriend go talk to the boyfriend, then the boyfriend comes to the instructor. Hey, I want my girlfriend to become scuba diver. Can I? I said can. Then when I asked the girl, why do you want to do the course? Yes, this is what she told me. I don't like my boyfriend go there. I say, oh my god. If you do this course just because of that, I don't think diving is your passion. I don't think you're gonna like scuba diving. Okay, because you are forcing yourself to do something that you don't like, but you have to do because someone for someone else sake. It's not a good idea for you to attend the scuba diving course. I have this when I teach this girl, I have a difficulty to teach, but I didn't fail the student. I just asked the student to come back again and do again to redo the courses. That one happened in Ireland. Yeah, it's really stressed because when the water is here, okay, when I say, are you ready to do the diving now, the underwater skills, she don't want. And then I say, okay, never mind. Maybe you scared. Why not we go up and then get some rest first? She also don't want to go up because she said she want to do. But when I asked her to do, she said she's scared. So, you know, we are spending like half an hour just standing at the water there, waiting for me. I'm waiting for her. So it's really difficult because interest is very important. You must have an interest first. You don't have the interest, then it's really difficult for you to do the courses. That's all I can say now. You have to first find your interest first. After you get your interest, then you find your dive center where you want to do. You want to do in island or you want to do in city. You have to check your schedule time, okay? Your budget, whether it's allowed you to do the courses. Once you already get the budget, you have your time, then you look for your dive center. Make sure you choose the right dive center because nowadays, okay, a lot of, I don't say the instructor is bad or whatsoever, okay, but just please be careful because especially like, you know, there's a lot of like freelance instructor, okay, they don't have any dive center base. So sometimes, I don't say bad things, but who knows, maybe happen, okay, people will scam you or whatsoever. So you cannot get back your money. So if me, try to find some dive center that are really qualified, they have their own instructor like us, the Bluecorner, okay? We have a 5-star dive center, so basically we are following the standard or whatever. But other dive center also can, some of them consider 5-star dive center. As long they are registered, then it's fine. Then you are safe. Okay, look for that one. If you have find freelance instructor, make sure you know them very well, like friends or whatsoever. Then easy for you to communicate. Okay. After After you find your dive center, then look for your instructor. Find your instructor. Okay, finding instructor is not finding is the instructor handsome, is the instructor amoy beautiful. Okay, it's not like that. Usually you go for your language. Do you prefer Chinese? Do you prefer English? Do you prefer Malay? Okay, then choose wisely for your instructor. Okay, I don't want this instructor too strict lah. Okay, so it's not how you find your instructor. Instructor is based on like how easy for you to communicate with them, like in terms of their language. Okay, then easy for you to communicate among each other. Right, and after that, then only you can be certified scuba diving. Easy for you to get the license. So the process is there already. You just need to follow like that. Important is interest. You don't have interest, then make sure you're able to do whatever it is that make you want to become a scuba diver. Make sure you prepare yourself. Otherwise, you can get scolded from the instructor. Oh, you cannot do this, then really difficult.
I think that's really very good advice, because I mean, myself, my friends, I have, they go for holiday and suddenly, it's island, it's beach, and someone suddenly come and tell them, okay, I can bring you diving. And there are few of them that come back and say, I'll never ever go diving again. They actually got injured. I think you're right, because they never really find the right instructor. And actually we found out those are freelance and it's not insured. They also are, well, my friends, they are not licensed, but they just brought them into the sea. So I think this is something that is really valuable advice, for everybody who really wants to go for scuba diving. Yeah, so this is something that we really need to choose properly. Make sure license for one, so that it's insured. Yeah. Yeah, and also, like, because you say it's not difficult to take up the course, and also, like, I think earlier you said for city, like for myself, I'm working, let's say I want to take a course. So like, I'm also very interested in going to Sipadan because it's famous. I can see, like, a lot of fishes over there. But can I do it like in the city with you, get some pool session, but I don't want to go Redang, maybe, or Tioman. I want to go straight to Sipadan to do those. And after the 3 dive per day, I just want to go to the beach. Can I actually do that?
Sure. Definitely you can do that. Isn't it? Like I mentioned just now, yes, this 3 island is the closest one that we can do the courses. However, if we have a big trip like Sipadan or Layang-Layang, Maldives or whatsoever, okay, you still can join the trip while doing your courses. Okay, you just finish your theory, you finish your full session, then suddenly we have a Sipadan trip. You want to join the Sipadan trip. I don't want to go Redang. Yes, we can do the courses. We actually did this back a few years ago already. So the student finished up the courses there. At the same time, they already whacked all the best place dive in Malaysia. So whenever they go to like Redang, then they are spoiling their trip. Yeah, this is how they spoil the other people's trip. They was like, Redang, nothing to see. In Sipadan, I can see barracuda a lot. I see many turtles. Yeah, I cannot see it like how I see in Sipadan. So in terms of trip, you are spoiling your trip.
I see. Okay. Right. I will take that advice. And so is there any requirement to take up the course?
So requirement for beginner, you just need to have a good fitness. Good fitness means not always go to gym. I mean like your medical condition, okay? If you have a medical condition, says that you have asthma or whatsoever, can you sign up the course? Yes, you can still sign up the course, but we will give you a student record file. Inside this record file student, like okay, this is the record file student. Okay, here they have the medical questionnaire. So all you have to do, you just need to be honest answering the questions. Okay, if you have a yes, let's say you have a heart disease. Okay, they have here heart disease. So you just put yes. After that, we will give you one letter, but you just need to do the medical checkup with any of the doctor lah. So you just go there. Then when they check, the doctor check, got yes on heart disease, then they will check in terms of that part only. So after the doctor is already finalized, then they make one letter saying that you are qualified to do the process. So you just bring back the letter. I file in the student letter, student form. Then you are on to go for your process. Yeah. So you just need that one, and then make sure the minimum age will be the 10 years old kids. Okay. 10 years old kids can start doing the junior open water dive for it. Okay, so junior open water dive. So that one is for the 10, 11, until 14 is junior. Then above 15, consider open water dive for it. Yeah, so that one is for the
Sorry, then is there a maximum age?
maximum age, here they have written also in medical questionnaire, are you over 45 years? If you say yes, then you need to go to the medical checkup. So because in terms of the getting old, okay, we want to make sure their body is still fit to do this kind of activity. So they just need to go to the doctor. Then, but I have few students is above 45 years. The oldest one I teach is 72.
Wow.
72 years old. Yes, I just asked him to go to see the doctor, and he have asthma, and he is over 45 years old. Over 45 years old, 72 years. So he go for a doctor checkup. Even though he have asthma, the doctor say yes, you are allowed to do the process. So he is on for the process. Right now, I already get the update. He is doing his dive master.
Wow, amazing. Okay, so actually,
For 72 years. 72 years. On the way to become a professional level. So isn't that great? Still
amazing.
can fit to go for scuba diving, to become a professional level.
So like 72 can be a professional diver. I think anyone can really, do it. So yeah, we're running towards the end of our conversation. Brent, do you have any more things that you want to tell the audience add on?
Oh yeah, some people ask me like, okay, during this pandemic, do we need like our own dive gear? Yeah, if we want to sign up the course. But actually, you no need to buy all the dive gear. But we highly recommend it, not compulsory. Just want to recommend you to buy your own mask, okay? And then buy the snorkel, okay? The suit. We have a suit here also in the shop, okay? And not necessary to have your own BCD. BCD is this. This one is the jacket, your buoyancy. This is the one that helps you under the water. So even though you don't know how to swim, this BCD will help you. So if you want to enter the course, do you need to buy this? You don't need, because Debluecorner, we provide you the rental suit. So our rental suit also is good quality, okay? And the equipment also, we service very nicely, okay? And then we always make sure our equipment in a good condition. And this is the one that we're gonna use for breathing under the water. This is the regulator. This is our instrument, because we are not fish, so you cannot breathe under the water without this instrument. Okay, so this one, if you have a more budget, okay, you have extra a lot of budget, then why not just buy your own regulator? If you don't have, here in our shop we have sell only this part, the mouthpiece, because now during the COVID things, okay, we still rental the regulator. We just take out this one and then we change to the one that you buy, which is the only things that you buy by your own. If you use the rental one nowadays, a lot of people buy it, then people scared to use, okay, due to COVID things. So to me, just buy that mouthpiece, mask, but all these things we can guide you when you come to our shop, okay? Because our shop here in Desa Tamas, we have a lot of equipment, a lot of brand. You can come and visit, okay? And whatever information that you want to know regarding trips or courses, you can always come to me, okay? And come to our shop to find more information, okay? And then one more thing is, I think like we discussed with Lisa, okay? We want to do a workshop, okay? A workshop. So the workshop I will doing it for free, okay? Via Zoom, Lisa.
Yes.
Right? Okay, we're gonna do via Zoom, okay? Where I will do a workshop, what you need to learn before you to become a scuba diving. When you want to decide scuba diving, what are the things that you need to understand, like how you're gonna breathe under the water, okay? Because when we go down, you're gonna deal with the pressure, okay? A lot of people say, hey, you go diving, your ear not pain, because they don't know all this basic, okay? So that's why this workshop that me and Lisa we're gonna do, I'm gonna try to explain how to prepare yourself before you become a scuba diver, okay? And I would like to share something also during that workshop about why do we want you to become a scuba diver, okay? Why do we want you become scuba diver? I think this one is a very interesting topic because this is the one that I shared last time to my few students. We are doing the what we call dive again debris. Okay, dive again debris is a new courses in PADI. So we give an introduction. Why is the ocean so important? Yes, why is the ocean so important? Because a lot of people know what is ocean, but they don't know what is inside the ocean that will affect human beings. Yes. Are we protecting them or are we destroying them? That is the question. Yeah, so that workshop will be about that also. So if you want to join or you're interested, want to know to become a diver and why the ocean is so important, then I think Lisa will explain how to do this workshop thing. All right, Lisa?
Yes. So Brent is feeling very generous today. He's going to give a free workshop for everybody. So let's stay tuned to our social media. Follow our Kira social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and download also our app. We will constantly keep you updated. You can also check out Brent's classes as well as buy the classes from there. So stay tuned and we will tell you what is coming up next in the workshop. Bye.
Bye.